Do not take the Wurkkos TS27 flashlight hiking, but we will give you 11 reasons to have this flashlight at camp when the nights get long or the mornings come early. Wurkkos sent me this light for free, but everything I'm sharing comes from my experience using this flashlight for the last 30 days. We'll discuss a great feature for camp later, but while hiking Badlands National Park, let's start with what comes in the box with the Wurkkos TS27. In the box, you get the TS27 flashlight itself, a USB-C charging cable, a 32,140 rechargeable battery, a lanyard, spare O-rings, and the paperwork. Wurkkos typically includes everything you need to get started, and this package is no different. Nothing fancy, just a solid kit ready to go right out of the box. We've been hiking and camping for over 20 years, and I've had a lot of experience with gear. So, why did I want to test it for 30 days? I wanted to spend a full month with this flashlight because it's very different from what I'd normally carry hiking. My everyday trail lights are tiny, ultralight, and built around hands-free convenience. The TS27, on the other hand, is a heavy, high-output light designed for a completely different purpose: RV use, roadside repairs, car camping, and emergency readiness. So I wanted to see if I wanted something this big and powerful, which leads us to, what are my first impressions of the Wurkkos TS27? Right out of the box, the TS27 feels like a tank. The anodized aluminum body is thick, durable, and built to take a drop or two. The machining is clean and the threads feel smooth, but the first thing you notice is the weight. With the battery installed, this thing is a chunky 1.3 pounds or 600 grams, which makes you know it's built strong. For hiking, it's way more weight than I'm willing to carry, but for campground camping or keeping in the truck, it feels reassuring, like something you'd trust in a real emergency. What makes the Wurkkos TS27 bidirectional? The TS27 uses a dual LED setup. The main LED on the front gives you long-range, high-lumen output, while the LED underneath creates a wide flood, perfect for those close-up tasks. Over the last month, I found myself using the side light more than I thought I would, especially around the campground. It's essentially a handheld spotlight and a table light built into one device. We'll discuss the battery next, but how bright is the Wurkkos TS27 in real use? On paper, you get 3200 lumens in turbo mode, and in reality, it definitely punches above its price range. During my 30 days with it, I used the TS27 at trailheads, fields, and around camp. Turbo mode is insanely bright enough to light up tree lines or reflect off stop signs hundreds of feet away. I tested the distance, and with this light, I could see objects over a third of a mile away. It's dangerously bright. This is the first light that I have worried about pointing it at other people or animals for fear of an eye injury. What impressed me most was the usable brightness at medium levels. The main beam can adjust from 6 lumens to the previously mentioned 3,200 lumens. The table light can provide 3 lumens to 1,100 lumens. You get a ton of light without burning through the battery. For example, your iPhone light is generally about 50 lumens at high power. Before we continue, if you have any interest in this light, make sure to check out the link in our video description for current pricing and additional details from Wurkkos. With all this light, how long does the battery last? Wurkkos advertises up to 300 hours with the 15,000 mAh battery, but only on moonlight mode. In real-world use, I charged it twice over the 30-day period. Turbo mode goes for 7 minutes at 3,200 lumens and then drops down to 1,300 lumens. This will offer almost 4 hours of runtime, but I never got to the point where I needed turbo for 7 minutes. I tended to use turbo in small bursts due to its strength. In low mode, the light can last over 300 hours. The battery light indicator will be green for over 50% life, then red for 20 to 50%, and will be flashing red when the battery is less than 20%. The USB-C charging takes a little longer due to the battery size and the amount of electricity it can store. But plug it in when you go to bed, and by morning the battery is ready to go as indicated by a green light. Why would I never take the Wurkkos T27 hiking? For hiking, this flashlight is just too heavy. When I'm carrying water, food, layers, and camera gear, adding a heavy metal flashlight isn't happening. Even though it's powerful, the TS27 doesn't give me any feature that offsets the added weight on the trail. I prefer small lights I can clip to a strap or stash in a hip belt pocket, and this isn't that. But around the RV, campsite, or truck, it shines literally and figuratively. Is the 1/4 inch threaded cap on the Wurkkos T27 useful? The threaded mount lets you attach the TS27 to tripods, clamps, or work stands, as you can see here. I like using a tripod like this when upright to make it more stable. It turned the TS27 into a mini area light And that versatility really sold me on keeping it with my camping gear. Having the tripod from my GoPro stabilizer handle attached to the bottom of the light just gave me peace of mind that it won't tip over and roll off the table. Can the TS27 charge other devices? The TS27's large 15,000 mAh rechargeable battery allows it to function as a power bank, so you can plug in a USB device and top it off in a pinch. Over my 30 days of testing, I used it to charge my phone and even a GoPro battery, and it works surprisingly well. Is it going to replace a dedicated power bank? No. But in a real-world situation where your phone is dying at a trailhead, or you just need a little more juice to charge your camera, this feature is incredibly handy. For RVers and campers who already have the TS27 on the table or next to the cot at night, being able to plug in and charge something is a great little bonus that adds to the flashlight's all-around practicality. Before we continue with the warranty, we've been through a good understanding of the light. If you like how we present and want to learn more about gear and hiking the national parks, subscribe today. We've been hiking for 20 years and look forward to sharing our experiences with you. Okay, back to the list. And what kind of warranty does Wurkkos offer for the TS27? According to the Wurkkos website, the TS27 comes with a 1-year warranty. That means if something goes wrong, defective parts, manufacturing issues, etc., within a year of purchase, you should be able to get it repaired or replaced under warranty, but you have to pay for shipping the light to Wurkkos. How does the TS27's lockout mode work, and why would I use it? The TS27 has an electronic lockout feature to prevent accidental activation. When the light is off, you can press the button 4 times to quickly engage lockout. To unlock it, you do another 4 quick clicks. This is really useful if you're carrying the flashlight in a bag, glove box, or your RV, and you don't want it turning on by mistake. In lockout mode, pressing or clicking still makes the light blink to confirm it's locked, but the main beam won't stay on unless you unlock it. This gives you both safety and peace of mind. We'll discuss what we like about the light later, but what could be improved on the Wurkkos T27? The biggest downside is the weight and size. It's not a backpacking or hiking light, period. Also, the RGB light options are more for dance parties than actual use. I like the entertainment, but it doesn't have the true flashing light capability you need in an emergency. They can improve by having an SOS flash and better options to communicate caution at night when things go wrong. None of these are deal breakers for a camp or home emergency light, but they do matter depending on how you plan to use it. The warranty is somewhat weak as well. Who should actually buy the Wurkkos TS27 flashlight? If you're a hiker or backpacker, skip this, especially ultralight. But if you're an RV traveler, camper, mechanic, property owner, or someone who wants a serious emergency flashlight for home or car use, the TS27 is a fantastic deal. It's reliable, extremely bright, and built like a tool rather than a toy. What do I like about the Wurkkos T27? After a month of using the Wurkkos T27 flashlight, I think it's a powerful, well-built flashlight that's perfect for camp and home use, but absolutely not something I'd bring on the trail. It fills a different role, and once I stopped trying to treat it like a hiking light, I really appreciated what it offers, and I'm happy to have it. It's a great light that you can trust when you need serious brightness on the road or in the campground, and it's fun. To learn more, watch this video next. But if you're still here, please like this video. But even better, share the video with others looking for a strong handheld flashlight. And again, visit the link in the video description to learn more.